is Another Gay Horror Pod with Stuart Ross and Jesse Tabbitt.
It is my word. I like every time we're recording, I look down at the thing and I make sure it says stop. And if it doesn't say stop, it's never not said stop, but I always look for stop.
Every time.
I was going to say, I think we've been pretty good about it. Or you've been
I mean, we have lost some episodes. There's lost media, but that's more of audio issues.
Yeah.
The lost media. We struggled with the transition to video podcast when we were trying to record in person still together.
It's hard. Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to sync up. It's hard to do.
It's hard.
I'm not a tech person.
Neither am I.
Yeah, well,
no.
I'm not good at starting podcasts either.
We also get really loopy late at night. Like,
Yeah.
I just like heads up, you know.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
we're in for a wild Evil Dead 2 ride. We're joined again by H. Alan Scott, who, if you've missed it, was with us for our mini episode on Monday. We got some hot takes. We got some unpopular horror opinions. We got some overrated horror movies. We delved deep into penises.
God, I love penis.
Yeah, and that's what we're here for. That's the gay of the Another Gay Horror Podcast.
Honestly. DM your penis.
Yeah. Guys, sorry, 1 second.
I have to do that every episode, by the way. I'm contractually obligated to make noises.
And also, like, there has to be a dramatic pause every time penis is mentioned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
correct.
This is
Penis.
just me
Math.
buying a plane ticket still.
You're still buying a plane ticket.
I had to get approved. Okay, guys, my job is so exciting. I had to write a purchase order and then send a screenshot of the purchase order to the line producer and say, this is seeking emergency approval of this purchase order. And then she immediately responded approval, which she has absolutely never done. Now I'm done. I actually
That's huge. That's great. You should keep this in, by the way.
No, people need to know how absolutely trash boring my job is.
Yeah.
And I'm now on Do Not Disturb because nothing else can come up tonight.
Oh, except for penis.
Except for penis. The only thing that comes up is penis.
You can play that Twitter game.
But yeah, so we're continuing our Evil Dead not month because it's sort of an amorphous block, but our Evil Dead vibe. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Evil Dead vibes.
Evil Dead vibe.
You know, I have seen Evil Dead 2 probably 5-6 times in my life. 7 times. Like lots of times. I still don't know what the fuck this movie's about.
No. It's like a loose retelling of the first movie.
I think it is a loose retelling. I also think it's so I watched Army of Darkness last week. I think it's very much meant to be watched like alongside, not alongside, but like you should watch Army of Darkness immediately after watching this because it's just a full
but because like I feel like in the second one, from what I've heard, because I used to work in movie theaters when I was in college in Chicago, and Bruce Campbell, they did like an Evil Dead thing at the theater that I worked at, and so I was able to like hear Bruce Campbell talk about Evil Dead and Sam Raimi and like, you know, do the things anyway. And what I remember is that Evil Dead 2, they had a lot of pressure to sort of redo the good things that people liked from Evil Dead 1. Yeah. And so there was this story they had, but they also had pressure to like add other elements into it that made it, what you're saying is basically a retelling of Evil Dead. So like, I feel like it has elements of both fighting each other.
You can
it's such a huge expansion on the first movie. Sorry.
Yeah. You can feel that on screen because I mean, what works so well about the first movie is like the chaotic effects. Mm-hmm. There are like, I feel like 10 times more of the effects in this movie because the budget is bigger, right? But also it's at some points I was like just distracted at how many dynamic camera angles were like happening, and like it was just a lot. It's a lot. This movie's a lot. Complimentary, but a lot. Yeah.
Want me to hop in some fun facts and then we can talk about the movie?
Oh, please.
So this movie was passed on by a lot of production companies. Fox was sort of interested in it and they didn't want to spend the money, but it ended up landing at the De Laurentiis company while they were making Maximum Overdrive, which is one of the most cocained out movies ever.
I've never seen it.
Oh, you should. We'll cover it at some point.
Stephen King adaptation, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes, by Stephen King.
Yeah,
a lot of cocaine.
Oh,
right. Directed by, right?
Yeah,
really?
He directed it.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Adding that Bubba Hotep and Maximum Overdrive. Sorry, Stuart, keep going.
But so they didn't want to film at the De Laurentiis Studios, which was in Wilmington, North Carolina, which is now the Screen Gym Studios. So they filmed it in Wadesboro, North Carolina, right by where they filmed The Color Purple, and the White House from The Color Purple actually functioned as the production offices for this movie.
Whoa.
How?
There's references to Freddy's glove, H. Allen's favorite killer, as we discussed last week. And then so they wrote this movie while Sam Raimi was living in a house with Holly Hunter, who was the inspiration for Bobby Joe.
Yeah.
What?
And you see it. You see it too. Yeah.
As soon as I read that, I was like, oh.
You see Raising Arizona, Holly Hunter in a lot of ways. Like, yeah.
But also at the same time, they were living in a house in Silver Lake with the Coen brothers, Frances McDormand and Kathy Bates.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
I will say with Kathy Bates, only because I know way too much about Kathy Bates, she was technically only staying there when in town.
Yeah. And I think Holly Hunter was...
Holly Hunter was like, Holly Hunter was similar. It was like an in and out situation. Whereas Frances McDormand and the Coen brothers and Raimi, like they were like...
They were
Holly?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, maybe. That's hot.
Wow. Okay, yeah, now I can totally picture the Holly Amy Jo, not
with
Amy
what's
Jo.
her name? Is it Linda? What's the woman's his girlfriend's name? I forget now.
Linda is his girlfriend
Linda.
at the beginning of the movie.
You see Linda in the movie, and when they get to the cabin, I mean, I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but she has this really tight shirt that's like really fitted, and it's so early Holly Hunter in so many situations.
Yeah. Oh, I love Holly Hunter so much. I just watched Home for the Holidays.
Oh my God, Home for the Holidays is brilliant.
Wait, I've never seen Home for the Holidays.
It's Jodie Foster's second film that she directed, and it's such a good movie. It's more than you can watch it any time of the year, even though it is a Thanksgiving movie. But it is, and if you like Holly Hunter, for anyone listening, you desperately need to see Broadcast News. That is an essential film for you to see if you want to understand how Holly Hunter is a brilliant person. You can skip the piano, even though she won the Oscar for it, and then go straight to Home for the Holidays. And we also weren't. Who was watching Copycat?
Oh yes,
I was watching Copycat.
Yes, we both were.
Wait, you watched Copycat too?
Oh, yes. I saw Copycat in theaters.
Yes.
Because I was such like a fan of Holly Hunter's, and I was a fan of Sigourney Weaver that I was like, yes, I'm definitely gonna go see.
See, I had never seen it until this week.
Yeah, it's not great, but it's not bad.
But it scratches the itch of I love a Silence of the Lambs derivative film. I love a woman in the 90s solving crimes. This is
me. I often from Copycat I like to do Sigourney Weaver when she tries to attempt to leave her apartment, but because she's agoraphobic and has trauma issues, she does this thing where she's all like. And it's so good.
You know what it is? It's kind of Evil Dead coded. They're
sorry, guys. Anyone listening, I was dragging myself against a wall dramatically.
If you would like to see that, subscribe to our Patreon. It's patreon.com/anothergayhorrorpod where you get exclusive video episodes.
I'm sure that'll be a clip. I'm sure.
God, that was so good. It's kind of Evil Dead coded. She's kind of flying around. The camera's shaking. She's getting sick.
This movie is the closest to liking a Three Stooges thing I've ever been.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. It really is off the wall, bonkers, just you're basically like this close to, I mean, you have like they slam the woman's head into the basement door and her eye pops out and hits Holly Hunter's face, not Holly Hunter, Bobby Joe.
Yeah.
Bobby Joe.
But
But by the way, she's so pretty. She's too pretty.
She is.
Up. I'm like, you're too pretty.
Yeah.
But I do have a question. I have a very important question before we get into the breakdown. It's the breakdown, right, of this film. Bruce Campbell, hot or not?
Very.
So hot.
Right? So hot.
Yeah.
So hot. Such an incredible goon face.
Yeah. But you know what he also has?
He's just like,
this might be me projecting, but I feel like he has the face of someone he looks so big. Like he looks so big.
Yeah.
And then the penis is really skinny.
You think
long?
So? Probably.
But because he's so big that I think there's going to be something that perhaps is like, oh, I wasn't expecting that, but not in necessarily a positive way.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I think it's probably
How tall
nice.
is he?
He's like 6'3".
Oh, okay. Wait, Bruce Campbell.
He's tall. He's tall.
He sort of strikes me, we're not going to just talk about penises, but he strikes me as like someone who has like a very regular penis.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like not like regular penises are great.
Yeah.
Right.
But like I feel like you can sort of meet someone and just be like regular penis. And that's sort of how he feels to me.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yes.
I saw his penis at the Crunch spa once. And I also saw Colin Farrell's penis in person at the Wii Spa. And I can say to you that Jeff Goldblum is more impressive in person.
Really?
Well, that's like because we were talking about Lars von Trier on the last episode, and they had to use a stunt penis for Willem Dafoe because his dick's too big and it wouldn't be believable.
Stop.
Yep.
Which because he has that face, so you know he's blessed somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he can't, you gotta, something has to be making up for that.
Something's got to give. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy, you guys.
Yeah. We haven't broken news on this podcast before, but I think for the first time ever, breaking news.
And it's so funny because
bigger than Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell, when he walked into the thing, he said, "Oh, you're the Gelson's guy." Because he and I would talk to each other sometimes at Gelson's, because he had a big white Cadillac SUV thing that he would drive, and my mom drives a similar thing, and so I would be like, "Oh my god, you remember my mom drives that car?" And I'd see him at Gelson's, and we talk, and then he'd move on or whatever. And then I was there with a straight dude, with a friend, and we were just sitting there next to each other. And then Colin Farrell walks in, and he's showing his Farrell, and I was like, "Oh yeah," and he goes, "Oh, you're the Gelson's guy." And then my straight guy's like, "How do you know Colin Farrell?" And I was like, "Gelson's."
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah.
Wow. Wait a minute. That's so bold of him to go to Wii Spa and just throw it around.
But also, he had a sex tape leak.
Yeah. Yeah. He's not ashamed of anything.
He's not shy. I saw
it's a good sex tape.
It is good.
At the Vista. I saw him at the Vista. I went to see
who did you see last night?
No Other Choice at the Vista.
Oh, yeah.
He was sitting.
Colin Farrell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a Colin Farrell forward podcast.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Wow. Jeff Goldblum, amazing penis. Bruce Campbell, we don't know.
And he sits with pride. He sits with pride.
Which one, Jeff?
Goldblum.
Jeff. I didn't see Colin set, I don't think. I think he just stood. But yeah.
Yeah.
Colin, if you're listening to this,
please call me.
Send our DMs with sitting.
God, how great
sitting.
would that be? I'm literally dying for the day that I get to interview. I've not. Colin Farrell famously does not do interviews in like a one-on-one setting, and I'm dying for the day that I get to have that, so that we can have that moment together.
I feel like you have a good shot at getting him.
I will get him. I have no doubt. But yes.
When he's promoting a great big beautiful journey 2, I think that's when it's gonna happen.
Coming to Netflix next week, maybe or soon. I saw it. I saw it advertised.
Oh God.
Let's hop into Evil Dead 2. A movie that immediately shows off its budget increase. We have optical effects, we have floating books, we have a giant bridge miniature.
Yes. a lot of miniatures in this movie.
Yeah.
So many miniatures, so much stop motion. It's such like a beautiful.
Let me ask you guys, is that
movie.
distracting for you when you see miniatures or stop motion? Okay, good.
It reminds me of like early Tim Burton. It reminds me of, it's really nostalgic in a way for me of like 80s low budget camp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I also feel like real fake is better than fake.
Yeah, totally.
And that's sort of the thing where it's like, I can see I watch a bunch of James Bond movies. There's miniatures all the time. And like a real life miniature feels more real than like we built this in a computer and it's just pixels. And
it's also, there's something really great about a miniature being bad, or like a thing, like a head, like a fake head blowing up, and like you pausing on the actual fake head a little too long because it's so that you see it and it's like a mistake, but yet it just makes it better because you don't like, I don't want it to be too real. Like in this situation, I kind of want the stupidity of the fakeness.
But also, these movies weren't meant to be watched at home in 4K when you could pause it.
Yeah.
Like these were
I'm doing that. And yet I'm doing that.
Yeah.
But against their wishes.
Watching this, sorry, Sam Raimi. I really want to see I want to see Sam Raimi direct an Evil Dead movie today. I'm like, I want to see all of this artistry like in today's
and what he would do with that. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, like let's bring it all back. I mean, I know we're getting Send Help.
We're getting Send Help
2
soon.
weeks, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah,
very
so
excited. About.
Yes,
but I don't think it's going to be supernatural centric or anything. I think it's going to be.
I think Rachel McAdams' presence is supernatural, so I'm just going to chalk that up to it.
That's true.
And I think she's kind of like low-key, kind of a great scary movie-ish actor.
Yeah. Red
you know
Eye.
what I mean? Red Eye is so good.
80-minute movie.
She's
Love
great.
An 80-minute
Rachel
movie.
McAdams is a great actress. And you
surprisingly.
know what? Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. She was totally snubbed for what's the movie she did last year that no one saw?
Oh, Margot.
Margaret, not Margaret at the Wedding.
No, I know you're talking about. It was
Oh,
a good
There, God,
movie.
It's Me,
Are you there?
Margaret.
God, it's me, Margaret. Yes.
Yes.
Such a good performance.
I interviewed Kathy
Not
Bates for that
recognized.
movie, actually.
Oh,
Yes.
nice. Oh, yeah, Kathy Bates is in that.
Kathy Bates should have been in this movie.
She should have been in this movie.
Oh my God.
What if
Kathy
the next
Bates.
cabin over is Misery? It's just like they're always so loud over there. The howdy doody vibe is out of control.
Rob
like,
Reiner.
R.I.P.
You should. If you want to go to my Instagram, there's a video there of Rob Reiner talking about Misery, and it's so. Yeah.
His best movie, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would say
did
American
see when
President,
Harry met,
but yes,
I saw when Harry met Sally for the first time.
he's great. That's a
Couple
great
weeks.
film too.
So good.
What range?
Yeah.
Who,
Yeah.
Like what?
And those
Every
movies were
genre.
back to back, I think.
Oh my God, the string of hits. No, that man, Stand By Me, Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Misery, A Few Good Men, like literally
All
hit
different genres.
5 movies in a row.
Yeah.
All massive hits, all different genres.
Yeah.
How?
They don't make
Yeah.
them like that anymore.
They don't.
They don't.
No.
Who? I can't even think.
I mean,
stumbling over my words.
I would argue the only comparable, and this is like high praise, but I mean it. The only comparable person to that range and different genres is Ang Lee, because Ang Lee famously wanted to do a different genre every film, and so I think you can only compare that to Ang.
Yes.
Like I know him personally, Ang.
He's so great though. Oh my God. Hulk. Lust, Caution.
Yeah. Oh my God. Sense and Sensibility is like one of my favorites. Yeah.
What an incredible director he is. What's his next thing coming out?
Brokeback Mountain. I can't quit you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let me just spit.
Beans.
Yes.
We get hopping back into Evil
We get
Dead
Beans
2.
Cabins.
Cabins.
Related.
Yeah. We sort of get like, I would say, a speed run retelling of the first movie.
Yep.
Where it's like very simplified. Ash brings his girlfriend Linda. They go to a cabin. There's clocks. He's playing piano. She's dancing. I like seeing, because you know what happens to Ash. Like going into this movie, unless you saw it in theaters when it originally came out, you know what happens to him. But I love how they go into showing his hands.
Yes.
And then showing that he's playing the piano. And it's sort of like, well, he's using them now.
He's got him. Yeah.
We'll see at the end of the movie.
Do you guys know if they marketed this movie, like, or how they marketed this movie? Like, what people go into it knowing, like, it was a direct sequel or it was a retelling? Like, I'm just wondering how people.
Oh, I don't know, but it wasn't big. It was a pretty sizable, not sizable hit, but for what it was made for, it was pretty sizable.
And there's also about 5 years between the two.
Yeah.
So it feels like it probably was, and it's also a point where like the people who are going to watch it on VHS could watch it on VHS.
True.
But like you just used to go see movies not having seen the first. You just would be like, that's why every Friday the 13th movie starts with a retelling of the last Friday the 13th movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I'm just wondering if people were like, oh, I've seen this before. What? But I guess it doesn't matter.
No. I think it's a loose enough reinterpretation.
Yeah.
And we discussed off episode that like I had thought I'd seen this movie, and when I was watching it today I was like, maybe I haven't seen this whole movie.
As I was watching it, I literally was like, I still don't know what this is about.
But I know that he's hot,
whole
and that's
vibe.
Really all that matters.
And it does I think it does a really good job of expanding the world while sort of telling the same story where like,
I agree.
Like, because we lose Linda, she sort of goes off into the night as a deadite.
Very early on.
I like how they keep like Bruce Campbell will be like he'll become a deadite, and then like the sun comes up and he's not anymore.
Yeah.
And like it seems like he's the only character who can sort of like flirt with becoming a deadite, and then like
But I kind of love, I mean, you're right. It does move pretty fast, and you're just sort of getting the same. But at the same time, I never was not entertained. Like it still was not like, okay, we know this, move on. Like I never had that moment.
Right. Yeah. It's an artistry effects driven movie rather than maybe like a plot driven movie.
Yeah.
Which I think initially I was like, oh, this is gonna be hard to talk about, because usually like when we recap things, we jump from plot point to plot point.
Yeah.
But I feel like here we could maybe jump from like
jump from a lot here.
Kill to kill, or like set piece to set piece. Like I don't know.
Also, this movie is like not even a movie to even care about the plot points that changes, because literally the movie is made for you to yell at the TV or the screen. Totally. Or like that's what it's about, which goes back to, and I think Sam maybe had a little bit of this, those sort of like 1950s sort of really B movies that are just so absurd and so silly and so over the top that like you're meant to be like, shut up.
Yeah.
You know, like, Well,
I feel like this is a movie that's meant to be watched at a slumber party.
Yes.
But like complimentary, where it's a movie like you get with your friends, you put the tape in, and you're just like, what's happening? And like, why is because you get like I think it's later, but you get her corpse dancing around.
That's such a fun moment that I was just like, this, if I was a kid watching this, I would just be like, this is perfect.
Yeah. The vine dragging Holly Hunter through the woods.
Yeah.
I think that was my favorite kill.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
But they're all good. They're all fun. I think all the characters are I think the characters are a lot better defined than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
The first one we also talked about the first one a long time ago, but the first one was like every character I couldn't remember between scenes who was who. And there was just like literally two interchangeable women.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I don't know who's doing what here, and I'd have to like look at the Wikipedia plot summary to be like,
that's also such a mark of 80s. Like, like horror films, especially horror films that are very male driven. Like that is just such a mark of those.
Right.
Good or bad, it just is.
But it is also like, this is an interesting, I mean, Ash is the final girl of this franchise.
Yeah.
And it is interesting watching him struggle and watching him
get stuff all over him.
Get the
stuff all over his face.
Yeah.
I mean, he gets everything. But even just watching it, there are so many moments where, like when he comes out of the, I'm jumping ahead now, but when he comes out and he has the chainsaw or whatever on his hand, you just know that audience went crazy.
Yeah.
Like you just know that reveal was just like perfect, and people threw popcorn.
Well, it felt almost like an MCU reveal.
Yes,
of like
did.
A media that doesn't exist yet.
Yeah.
Where he puts the thing on and he says groovy, and you're just like, it's like the origin story is over, and now he's who he needs to be.
So satisfying.
He's got his vibranium. But I don't think I've ever realized how rigged like it was. This is really like the last 20 minutes of the movie that we're talking about now. But the way
that's also this movie.
They set up so that he can activate it from his arm. Because it's just beautiful. It's just
it's a remarkable performance, because he has to keep this goony like energy up the whole time. And it's so impressive.
It is hard to goon for too long
while getting shit thrown at you, while like all this. I can speak from experience. But anyway, he's great. I love it. I also want to mention there is I clocked this. I was excited to clock this. There is a book near the piano that says it was a farewell to arms.
Oh yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah,
I said tee hee.
They're telling us from the beginning what's happening.
I'm going to say this.
It took me a second to understand what you were saying there.
Was I mumbling quickly?
I was like, you said the words and I heard the words. And I was like, I haven't read that book. I don't understand this reference.
And then you pieced it together because
and then it was like a farewell to arms.
Farewell to arms by who's the author?
Adding to
Ernest
my
Hemingway.
wish list.
Ernest Hemingway.
Yeah.
The Bruce Campbell of literature.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I feel like it is sort of like a movie where we just sort of say things we liked.
But it really is that kind of movie.
There is this he's driving through the woods to try to escape before he finds the broken bridge. Yep. And there's this really cool disconnected POV shot where it's a POV at the same speed as the car, but it's not lining up with how the car is then shown to us moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's because the car is shown being smooth through the woods, and then we see the POV, and it's like this and this and this.
Yeah.
And it's sort of, it's like, and I think you're supposed to, it's like the Deadites chasing after him, but it almost feels like it's the car's POV, and it's really cool. And it's, I don't know.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And this, one of my favorite shots in the movie is here when he's standing by the car by the bridge and the sun is going down. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love Sam Raimi. God,
I do too.
This is a movie that they just spent the money well.
Yes.
It is like, it's 10 times more the budget than the original movie. But it just like, they got good effects.
It's also just as dumb as the original. Like that's the thing, is that they spent the money, but they kept it dumb.
Yeah.
Which is
actually
great.
You know what? I think the first one might be like, I think this is even dumber.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think this one is like even dumber. Because I think the first one Stuart, we talked about like, it was a horror comedy. This feels like full on slapstick. Like this feels like wacky as hell. Complimentary, you know?
Well, I feel like it's an interesting because I still haven't seen 3, so we'll talk about that next week. But like the remake is so serious, but also really good. And then Evil Dead Rise does a good job of sort of lightening the tone of the remake and sort of bringing it closer to this while still being a horror movie. Yeah, and it is like every movie has a different tone in this franchise, but none of them are like. It doesn't feel like any of them misstep. It feels like they made a franchise where you can just sort of do the vibe you feel.
Which is great. Yeah, you can put your own stamp on it.
It also kind of feels, I mean, and maybe this is because of the finale, but recently, but like there was like a Stranger Things vibe in a weird, like low budget way that I got, in that like, if this could have been one of the kids making a movie in the 80s, it's this level of that they this is now me fully at the end, but they land in medieval times at the end or something, and they have to you know what I mean? Like it's just so nonsensical that it's just so perfectly the 80s. It's so perfectly the response to the absurdity of the 80s.
Well, you used to be able to take a couple $1 million to the woods in North Carolina with like a suitcase full of cocaine and just make the movie you wanted to make.
Yes.
And sometimes you get Maximum Overdrive, which is a crazy fucking nuts movie. Yeah. And then sometimes you get this, which is a crazy fucking nuts complimentary movie. Yeah. And it is like, I just don't feel like there's the capital for swings anymore.
No, there isn't.
Because everyone's too scared. And then then you get a $40 million Weapons, which is a crazy fucking movie.
Yeah.
And people are like, well, we have to make an Aunt Gladys prequel. I'm like, no, you have to make a $40 million original movie.
Yeah, that's all you need to do.
No one wants to take money to the woods anymore. No one wants to take money to the
because,
woods.
Because the money is all going to executives and not to creatives. And B, because of that, there's not enough money to go around. So they're not taking risks.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Well, and it's the marketing is the thing that's really fucked movies.
Yeah.
Because it is so expensive to market a movie now.
Yeah.
And so if you make $1 million movie, you're still going to spend $10 million to market it.
That is so mind blowing to me.
Yeah.
Wild. I mean, like, think of the days, I'm thinking of, what's a good word of mouth movie that just kind of worked? My Big Fat Greek Wedding was kind of that. In that, where it was just kind of had word of mouth that people were like, "This is just a good movie." And
I actually think
it stayed in the top. You think Weapons too?
I think Weapons might have been the same way. Don't get me wrong. I think the marketing was good, but I think the fact that everyone was like, "Shh, don't tell." You know,
kind of Sinners too.
Definitely. Yeah,
but those movies both had really big marketing budgets.
Yes, they did.
They did, and they were marketing for the long term.
Whereas, like, My Big Fat Greek Wedding didn't really. Paranormal Activity is maybe a good example.
Yeah.
Remember they voted. I remember on my college campus we voted for it to come to the campus, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, we got it. We won."
But also, like, if you look at Saw, like
we did it, Joe. Yeah. We were the original. That was the original. We did it, Joe. Paranormal
Early
Activity.
In the internet, I think you could sort of find it authentically. Of just like a movie connects with an audience. But I sort of feel like Pitch Perfect was that way.
A little bit, yeah.
The original Pitch Perfect, where I think it was a platformed release. They put it in a bunch of theaters. People on early Twitter were using their 140 characters to talk about it. Mm-hmm. But now you're just spending money to make it seem like there's a groundswell of movement behind this movie, but it's actually like $1 million.
But the flip side with even Pitch Perfect is that, like, the whole reason why it can get made is because someone like Anna Kendrick, who just got an Oscar nomination, is in it. And clout. I'm thinking of like, you need that clout. Whereas like, you think of like again, going back to My Big Fat Greek Wedding, casting a nobody in the lead role and taking a risk, or even with Sam Raimi with these Evil Dead films, like taking a risk on a nobody and just making something fun and doing it. And there's just studios don't give that money anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. My Big Fat Greek Wedding is such a good example of.
Yeah. Now they did have some celebrity backers because they had Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson. But but what's crazy?
What's her name?
But what's crazy about it is they weren't in it. And that, I think, is like a really big thing that back in 2002 or whatever, you didn't need to have someone like Tom Hanks in a movie to get the movie made and created and sold and for it to be a success. In this day and age, Tom Hanks would have to have been the dad or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I do like, I think that we're really off subject, but
sorry, guys.
No,
but you know this film.
It's what we do every week.
It's fine.
The plot of this film is 20 seconds.
Yes. Exactly. But sort of like how Margot Robbie and I mean, they're still casting stars in the movies, but like Margot Robbie and Reese Witherspoon are producing movies not for themselves.
Yes.
And like, I think that's like, especially like if you think Promising Young Woman or
Brad Pitt with Plan B. I mean, you look at what Brad Pitt's company, Plan B. It's with someone else too that I'm blanking on. But
Jennifer Aniston, isn't it?
No, it's not Jennifer Aniston, but that would be really funny if it was.
Originally,
but it was for like a little bit.
Was it?
They started it together,
sure.
but she left it when they got divorced.
Yes, that was the situation.
But Plan B is doing things in a way that like no other, even A24 is not doing, and they're doing it in like a massive way that I think is not having. It's not reliant on Brad Pitt to sell the movie.
Right. Yeah, he's kind of to your point, a prolific producer in a lot of ways. Like I feel like, I mean,
well, and Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are trying to do it with Artist Equity.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
and that's how we got Project Spider-Woman.
But I mean, I just Googled Plan Bs just to give like a little bit of a preview of like some of the things that they're doing, even just like recently is like this past year they had like the Mickey 17 movie, which you know obviously didn't do well, but was a big film. Nickel Boys last year, incredible movie that was not reliant on any big name to it. You know, they had, I mean, she said, of course, a couple years ago about the Harvey Weinstein thing, like literally sort of just making movies because they need to be made. And that, I kind of love that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I miss because like you get original horror movies, but they're very low budget and they're usually Shudder, and then the hope is, I mean, honestly, I feel like the hope of a Shudder original movie is that someone sees it and then remakes it with a real budget. And like I just sort of wish that there was like, and like Blumhouse used to do this, but they don't do it that much anymore. But just like a company that will take $100 million a year and make like 20 movies.
Yeah.
I don't know how sustainable that for Blumhouse specifically that is though anymore. I'm curious to see where they're
doing
it.
Land.
I know.
Yeah.
Because
they're focusing on more expensive things and they're doing less well. And it's like, well, maybe if you took $30 million a year and
don't make Megan 2. You know?
Well, maybe.
Make Soulmate.
Yeah.
Soulmate, which I think was supposed to come out this weekend.
Oh, was it?
Sad. Sad.
I think they're trying to sell it to a streamer or something.
I would watch that. I would watch a Peacock Soulmate.
But that's also like, even if you think about like Blumhouse working with Peacock should be making original horror movies for Peacock.
Like
there should be remember Hulu? Remember Hulu?
Yeah.
But they had the anthology Into Darkness or whatever the Blumhouse movies.
Yes.
I didn't watch all of those, but some of them were really fun.
Yeah.
And like there just needs to find a place that sort of even replaces like the straight to video.
But
movies.
I mean, even if you think about it, like I think one of the things that really celebrated horror experience was having an outlet on television like Tales from the Crypt. And we don't even have that anymore.
No.
And so like I mean, Ryan Murphy kind of tries to does it with what he does, but he doesn't do it in the way because he's a weird obsession that he has with very young men who are hot. And it's just too much.
I'm really scared that the Heated Rivalry Boys are gonna
be in a Ryan Murphy thing. Yeah. But I mean, so Ryan Murphy tries to do it, but you're distracted by his own weird obsessions.
Idiosyncratic
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of even forgot that he has the episodic American Horror Stories because I don't think I ever watched that because I'm not really super interested in his stuff anymore.
But again, they were just so, I don't know. There needs to be a grittiness to it. And the person who's creating it needs to be taken out of it, I think, in a lot of ways, and just allow it to be a weird, spooky story for 30 minutes.
Well, and we also need places for up and coming writers and directors to do shit.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't just be Ryan Murphy writes every episode. We need like eight people from different backgrounds who have never written an episode of TV need to get an episode of this or whatever.
Yes.
This is kind of sort of maybe I'm sort of thinking about this in the context of Evil Dead, and I feel like they've kind of done this with the Evil Dead franchise where the last three movies
different creators,
different visions.
Yeah.
Which I think is what I love about this series.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing us back to the Evil Dead.
Yes, certainly. Hey, Sean, I don't know if you've seen any of the other Evil Dead movies, but
I have.
Okay,
but I don't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah,
2013 rules, and honestly, Evil Dead Rise fucking rules. Yeah, and I'm so excited for this year. This summer, a new one. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So let's fucking go, baby.
We meet Annie. Who is the daughter of the archaeologist from the first movie.
Yes.
And she's found more pages to the Book of the Dead. And she's going to bring them to the cabin with her boyfriend, who is a professor. And they get to the bridge and it's gone.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend, talk about a thankless role. Talk about someone who's there for 1 second.
Well,
and he's smiling. He's like,
and then he dies. He becomes Deadeye very fast in this movie,
which I'm into. I'm into characters literally leaving real quick because all I care about is Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, I will say I do like Annie. I think for the second banana to Bruce Campbell, she does a good job.
I agree. Her scream, however, is so fucking annoying. It's so shrill. It's like I'm like, I had to turn my volume down. I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
It is funny because the plot happens and they end up back at the house with these two sort of hick people. And sorry, I'm not going to go through the plot of the Evil Dead 2 beat by beat because it is a vibes movie, and just being like, they get to the bridge and it's broken. And they get home and they find Bruce Campbell and they're like, he killed my parents.
Truly, that is literally what happens.
I mean, honestly, I kind of like my mind wanders until the corpse dances.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like most horror movies from this time, you sort of like driving the plot to get to where you want to be, which is 38 minutes in when the shit starts hitting the fan.
Yes. And at this point, wait a minute, I forget. They get there, they get to the cabin, they accost Bruce Campbell and then throw him in the basement, right?
Yeah.
I think at this point he has lost his hand.
Yeah, he has lost it because when he comes up from the basement, he has the chainsaw in his hand.
Yeah, he cuts it off.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have the chainsaw yet.
Oh, he doesn't?
No. Because she helps him later. But he does, it becomes Deadeye and he cuts it off and then he's like shooting through the wall to try to get it.
The Deadite sort
of like Tom and Jerry plot line. Except for his hand is
like the Deadite rules of like how people are infected and like how logistics around like how long they're affected for. I'm like so fascinated by. I'm like,
because they're kind of very loose.
Yeah, there are no rules.
There are no rules. It's like if you're bitten, if you're scratched, if you're in the same room as whatever, you're kind of fucked. So I'm into that very much. So
so they push him in the basement where he meets Annie's mom, who is
naturally
a Deadite.
Yes.
Very much. And she starts playing the tape of the dad being like, oh my God, I found this great book. I hope when I read it, nothing bad happens. And then he's like,
cut to
my wife is crazy. She's a demon now.
Poor mom.
It's so good.
And
it's so good.
The mom is singing nursery rhymes from the basement.
Yes. Which they're definitely in the 2013 iteration, they sort of like reference in that way, right?
Yeah.
Actually, no, wait a minute. They reference it that happens in the first Evil Dead. There's someone singing from the basement.
I think there's always someone singing from the basement.
Someone's always singing in the basement. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just thinking out. Thinking out.
We're getting
Straight
silly.
thought. We're getting silly.
It's that time.
Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, so they pull Ash up by his neck out of the basement away from the mom. Annie's boyfriend turns into a deadite, kind of without warning for no reason.
Yeah. It just kind of sudden.
And he attacks Jake.
Yes.
Now I'm just reading my notes. Annie's father's disembodied spiritual head comes to tell her the secret to banishing the deadites is the book.
Yeah, I forgot if this was like a deadite or if this was actually the spirit of her dad, or if it mattered.
I thought it was
a deadite.
The
or
spirit of her dad. No, spirit of her dad.
The spirit of her dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
The spirit of her dad is who you want it to be.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So this is a benevolent presence.
Yeah.
Okay. Copy that. Well, thank God for him.
Yes. God bless.
Copy that.
Because he got them on the right track. He said,
read the book, but not the bad pages.
Yeah. Which,
read the good pages.
Sage advice.
Yes.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Read the New Testament, not the Old Testament. I don't know.
Smart.
I don't,
Smart man.
I haven't read the Bible in 20 years.
Wow. Okay. I haven't either.
Not that it's not a valid form of literature.
20 years. That's
literature.
Like, you were kind of older when I haven't read the Bible since I was like a child.
Let's be real, guys. None of us have read the Bible.
It's true. I
read verses. I was in church choir.
Reading is page front to back.
Down.
No,
yes.
we have
perused the Bible.
Right. I opened it. I said, this is too complicated for me, and then I shut it.
You said,
I don't
how many
understand
fishes?
them.
Nope.
Yeah, nope.
I said nope. I said Noah did what, and then I shut it.
Why are frogs flying from the ceiling sky? No.
You're like, I'll just watch Magnolia.
Yes. And put on an Amy Mann CD. Literally a CD, because that's the era.
Yes, exactly. Yes. I think at this point, my second favorite scene occurs where Bruce Campbell is... I forget who they shove in the basement, but
is it him?
It might be. No, it's not him. Blood is sort of just
gushing.
There is so much blood in this movie, but there's also not great blood continuity.
No, there isn't.
Yeah.
Not to be the spoil sport who's like, there should be blood everywhere the whole time. Where did that blood go?
I can't imagine how many gallons. How many gallons of fake blood and goo were used in this film?
A lot.
I'm wagering a good amount.
12.
I'm going to say 12.
At least 12.
That's it. That's all.
We get Bobby Joe sort of being like, fuck this. And she runs into the woods and gets attacked by a tree. And not sexually assaulted, which is a nice change.
Yep.
She sort of starts to take her clothes off, and then it's like, actually, I'm dragging her through the woods.
I was nervous because H. Allen, I don't know if you recall in the first one, a female character is very assaulted by trees.
Yes, I do remember that.
I was like, whoa, wait a minute, this happens out of nowhere.
And we've had a bad track record lately because we watched Black Christmas 2006, Silent Night, Deadly Night, and The Evil Dead back to back, which all feature sexual assault, which is not.
Hey, it was the 80s.
It's the 80s. It's hard to talk about on a podcast. It's not like,
I fully agree.
You're not getting your yucks in while talking about that scene.
Yeah, trees had minds of their own in the 80s. So
whereas now they don't.
It's in now they're very inclusive. They like consent.
Yeah, people and the Ents have grown up.
Yes.
It's hard to cancel a tree these days.
Yeah. The Me Too movement hit the Ent community really well.
Amy Jo is dragged through the goddamn woods.
Yes. And then Bobby Joe. And then face first into another tree.
Yes.
Love.
There's a great transition though as she's slamming into the tree. I believe they're breaking a frame with pages in it. Pages.
The book. Yeah. That's a good sort of smash cut.
Sam Raimi is so good at smash cuts. He's so good at transitions. Yeah. Once again, so excited to see him work his magic and send help. Rachel McAdams out January 30th.
No idea what's going on.
No idea.
But I'm okay. I'm in for the ride for the movie. Like this point in the movie, I'm still sort of like, should I get a snack? Yeah.
I'm sitting here now and I'm like, should I get a snack?
Why would I get a snack?
Yeah. We're just talking about the movie.
Yeah.
I wrote that Annie finds a bone-shaped knife thing.
Where did that come from? Can you guys help?
I don't
know.
I think she just found it.
Yeah.
And like, honestly, it didn't need to come from anywhere.
No.
Yeah, I guess.
But she accidentally stabs Jake instead of Ash.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I wasn't invested in his character.
Yeah, no, I was okay. Again, let the characters go. I'm ready for Ash.
Right.
Yeah. And now we get Chainsaw.
Yeah.
Chainsaw.
Yes.
From the basement or wherever he comes from.
Oh, yeah. Where?
Wasn't he coming from the ground?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I remember that. I remember him coming like from the basement, like on the floor, and he pulled his arm out, and then
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they like set up this whole rig, and he's got a thing.
Yeah.
He's groovy. He uses the chainsaw to saw off his shotgun first.
Yeah.
Which I will never know what that means. I'll never know why people do it. I don't want to know.
Wait, are you talking about
a sawed-off shotgun?
Oh, I think because it allows the
I don't want to know.
Spray to
I just said
it's illegal to do that.
It is
right?
illegal. It is illegal,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Which is why
we don't want to know.
He's going to jail.
Oh, yeah, because I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Wait, I wanted to say this. In Amy Jo, not Amy Jo. What is
Bobby Joe?
Bobby Jo.
Bobby Joe.
Let me just say this. One of the characters flipping through pages of the Necronomicon, and she points to an illustration of Ash defeating the evil in like olden times, which is a reference to Army of Darkness. So I forget this movie is a sequel and a prequel.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was at some point developed as one movie.
Yeah,
and then I think the budget wasn't there.
Yeah.
And then that's why we sort of get the retelling of the first one. And then sort of like, there's a lot of really fun optical effects in this movie, but there's not a lot. I mean, as we have talked about the whole plot of this movie in about 45 minutes. And there's just not a lot of plot, but it doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't.
But it's just like watching Bobby Joe get dragged through the forest by a tree and then face planting into a tree. I could watch that on repeat for the rest of my life and be like,
yeah. I could also watch him. I mean, this is again fast forwarding, but like when he does that, like flipping through time.
Oh yeah,
like that is also another one that I'm just like, this is perfect. This is me on a Friday.
That's just a Friday night, mama.
It's a Friday night, baby.
How do you to visualize this? I'm just like, I tried to get in Sam Raimi's head. I'm like, how do you even? Like, I wonder if he storyboards or like, how do you?
No, this was written on one page of a med notebook. One page. They didn't even rip out the page. It was not even front and back. It was one page.
Well, and they left the page in Silver Lake, and then
and they were like, God, no one brought it. Let's wing it. Yeah,
like, Holly Hunter is still at our house. Call her.
Yeah,
and she's like, it just says Sky Suck Hole. Yeah. Does Sky Suck Hole mean anything to you?
I would wager she's seen Evil Dead 2.
No, you have to do it in her accent. What do you mean? I just think you should smack her into the tree. Smack her into the tree. I'm busy. The Coens are calling.
I'm gonna go raise Arizona.
That was a great Holly Hunter from Copycat.
Thank you.
My God.
Thank you.
Copycat is really good, guys.
It's good.
It's good. It's very good.
Except Harry Connick Jr. is not good in it.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay. When we were watching that movie, I was talking to my husband, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this fucked up Harry Connick Jr. cousin?"
Yeah, and this was like his first movie.
And then I was like, "Oh, this is just Harry Connick Jr."
yeah. This was like his first big movie. This was his like I'm an actor now.
Yeah. I'm in Copycat. Yeah. I'm basically Hannibal Lecter.
What a lucky get to have a breakout like Copycat, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a Nepo baby, but
yeah, he is.
Harry Connick Sr.
Is he?
He's a musician. It's not that exciting.
Okay. Who isn't a Nepo baby, you know?
So a giant monster attacks them while Annie is trying to say the final words. And then Ash gets sucked up into a sky hole. hard to see a sky hole live your dreams.
Yeah.
Gotta say, this monster, wild. Like,
It reminds me of something out of like Hellraiser, which this came out the same year as the original Hellraiser.
Yes, it is.
Oh, 87?
87.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So it does kind of remind me of like the scurrier one that sort of like chases her through the hall.
Mhm.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
But I love like real effects. I love like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd
Giant
rather
trees.
something look a little janky but real than look like very.
I'm all for the
smooth.
jank. I'm all for the
Yeah.
jank. I'm all for it.
H.
especially
Ellen,
at this time.
do you have a favorite kill or sequence in the movie?
Oh, that's a good. Well, I mean, the tree one is pretty. Like that's up there for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be it actually. Because I mean,
So good.
yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
the dead Linda dancing.
Oh wait, no. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
The
also
stop motion, which I think we missed, but like at one point, just dead Linda's stop motion dancing.
yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
beautiful and kind of gross and kind of
I
very
agree.
fake looking, but also kind of more real
But
than most
perfect
things
for
look.
the
Yeah.
80s. Like it's
Yeah.
just that's all. Yes, but I don't. Is that a kill?
I'd say
It's sort of like a reawakening.
we could say
Yeah, it's a
sequence.
Yeah, exactly.
sequence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very like you were saying, Tim Burton-esque.
Yes,
Beetlejuice,
which I enjoy.
My God,
I
I bet
also
he
just
loves
love
this
The
movie.
like-
landing in medieval. Can I ask a question though about the landing in medieval times?
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
I think it's going back to the period from when the book was written.
Okay.
Like this is like the origin of the
Okay,
evil or
that
Well,
actually
this-
makes more sense.
maybe.
Army of Darkness takes place in medieval times, right?
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
like 1300 or something.
Not the
Yeah.
restaurant, the time period.
Fun fact: Sam Raimi is in. Sam Raimi is in one of the last shots of the movie. One of the knights removes his helmet. I think,
Oh,
and
cute.
It's Sam. That's Sam Raimi. I'm pretty sure.
How Hitchcockian.
Yeah.
I know.
He's just like Stan Lee.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that's the situation. Is that the book was written around that
That makes
time.
sense. That actually
Yeah.
makes sense. I didn't even like when I saw it. I was like, I didn't know. But now that you say that, I get it. Yes.
Yeah.
What it is like, I guess the book is sort of like describing the bad things, but then also trying to tell you how to end the bad things.
You know what's weird though? Because I was raised Mormon, and Mormonism. Yes, I know it was tragedy. But Mormonism, the basis of Mormonism is about Angel Moroni. Fought the slave, like he was a slave, and there was a war or whatever. But then he had to come back to like modern times and talk to Joseph Smith and be like, "Yo, you got to write this book." And then how you're gonna like write this book is like you're gonna put your head in a hat and hear things. Like literally, it's all crazy shit. So like, Evil Dead is kind of similar to the Book of Mormon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you gotta have the book.
Yeah.
But the book tells you things, and only that book can tell you things. But then only certain people can see this book.
Yeah.
And like Joseph Smith was the only one that could see like the Egyptian plates that Angel Moroni showed. Like it's a whole thing. I'm just saying.
Yeah. How do you feel about Mormonism's resurgence in pop culture now?
You know, I just did a story in the magazine about that, about reality about Mormons being defined on reality television by women right now, and
Which
how
is really
Mormonism-
interesting.
Which is really interesting when
Yeah.
you think about it, because like in popular culture, Mormonism is being defined by Salt Lake City, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and of course the
Mormon
Real
Wives.
Lives of Mormon Wives, and that's really fascinating because I don't think Mormons necessarily want that, and so it's a really interesting time to formally be a Mormon.
Well, I also think, not to talk about my love for Secret Lives of Mormon Wives,
Mm.
I think it's an interesting show to watch how, as people have more access to capital,
Yeah.
they become less stringent about the rules and less
Yeah.
stringent about
Yeah.
the societal structures.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
some of those husbands are having a really good time letting their wives be the breadwinner, even though that's not traditionally
Exactly.
the case. And
Yeah.
it's interesting to see, just like, I mean, Mormon Wives especially is so much about business.
Yeah.
And
we
so
talked
much
about
about
that. We talked about that in the article too. That was
Yeah.
that the shift even in breadwinners has shifted in terms of who is in charge and who is really who's bringing home everything.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's really interesting. Yeah.
I mean, Taylor Frankie Paul is now the new Bachelorette.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
Whitney
know.
Lovett's on Broadway. And honestly, that's the scariest thing in this whole episode.
True. Yeah.
Wait a minute. She might be good.
She might
I
be.
don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm a stan. I don't know her or the show well enough.
Oh, I love her.
Right.
I love her as a character on the TV show. I love her
Okay.
conceptually. I don't love reality TV
Like a fan
casting on
casting.
Broadway.
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
either. Yeah, I don't
Except
either.
for Ariana Madix.
Wendy Williams.
I was gonna say Wendy Williams in Chicago was
Yeah.
probably my favorite stunt casting.
Well, like
that I
Chicago's
love.
not a real musical anymore.
No,
It's
it
just sort of like
isn't.
a
Yeah.
picture of a picture of a picture of a musical.
Yeah.
And so that makes it easier than like Charlie D'Amelio is in And Juliet. Okay. I don't know what none of those words were in the Bible.
No, they weren't.
I'll tell you that for sure.
No, but I love
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
Great movie.
This
Evil
was
Dead.
fun. Bruce Campbell's hot. Watch the movie.
So
we're
hot.
We're going to be back next week. We'll be back to the future in the 1500s talking about Evil
13?
Dead 3, Army of Darkness, Evil Dead 3.
Yeah. Army of Darkness.
We'll be talking about whatever that movie is called. And thanks so much for joining us, H. Allen. It's been
Thank you.
a true pleasure.
Yes, I had so much
and
fun.
I always say this, but we'll bring you back on at some point and
Let me know.
talk about another movie.
We'll do a female one
maybe
next
you'll
time.
have us in the morning and you'll have full access to like our day
yeah.
personalities.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do one with like a strong female lead.
Yeah, let's do Copycat.
Oh, I would do that.
Ooh.
Okay.
do that.
We're pinning it now.
Yeah.
When we
or this isn't a horror film, but Death and the Maiden, also a Sigourney Weaver movie where she holds her rapist captive, is really good. I think it's called Death and the Maiden. Yeah, it's a fantastic film.
Whoa. What
Yeah.
the?
We're gonna have to include a list with this post of just like all the movies you brought up.
This is the Criterion Closet.
I'm
then
sorry, guys. I'm
No,
sorry.
we love it.
Yeah, it's called Death and the Maiden. Came out a year before Copycat.
Death on the Maiden.
Yeah.
Okay, so tonight I'm double. Once we click end, I'm gonna watch Bubba Hotep and then Death on the Maiden back to back.
Perfect.
Death in the Maiden.
Perfect.
Thanks so much for joining us. Yeah. Have a great week. Bye. This podcast has been presented and produced by Stuart Ross and Jesse Tappett. Edited by Stuart Ross. All recording equipment provided by Photo Booth Productions. To support our podcast, join us at patreon.com/anothergayhorrorpod.